Welcome, Karibu and Salam to a new episode. Today I am here with Dada Femi. Welcome, Dada Femi.
Asante, Dada Weyni. Asante.
Karibu. So we are here today in Paje, Zanzibar, on the east coast of the African Ocean. Remember the African Ocean, not the Indian Ocean.
I love that.
Yes. Because why actually the Indian Ocean?
Exactly. It's no relation to where we are in distance.
No, it makes no sense. Anyway, so me and Dada Femi, we met for the first time during the lockdown in 2021, and I find her story so inspiring, and her entire journey is so motivating. So today I want to share with you Dada Femi's journey of moving to Africa and starting her own business here. She has already been a business owner in the UK, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Sure. So it all began, I booked a birthday flight to Zanzibar because it was one of the only places on earth that was open. No vaccination, no juk, no this, no that. And I thought, well, yeah, I'm going to Africa. So no Trinidad for me. It was all about Zanzibar, all about Africa. Booked my flight. I was here for a week. After about the second week, I realized I don't want to go back to the UK. For what? Not my thing, not my vibe. And I called my daddy and I said, Daddy, I don't want to come back. And he said, what? I said, are you happy? I said, blissfully happy. Help me please, pack up my life. And that's exactly what he did. My family and he, they packed up my life and they shipped it and put it on a boat to me in Zanzibar. And here we are.
I found this story so amazing. And you came to celebrate your birthday, right?
I did. It was my 48th birthday. I'm always in carnival for my birthday, but lockdown stopped all of that. But I thought I need to get to the heat. I can't be in the UK for my birthday. That's not possible for me. So yeah, I booked my flight to the heat, and here we are. I just decided this is it. I'm staying. I'm not going a place.
Yeah, so 2 years later we are here, and as I said, I met Dada Femi. She's a whole vibe, and I feel so happy and I feel blessed to be her friend and to meet her.
And me too, darling. You're so special to me.
No, this is really, really precious. When you move to some other places where you don't know anybody, it's so great to connect with like-minded people and such beautiful souls. And yes, we can learn all from her, and she taught me that all it takes to change your life is to have courage.
Yes.
And so 2 years here living in Zanzibar, what is your biggest learning?
Probably about myself, about unlearning, reprogramming my thoughts, my feelings, my thinking, patience.
Patience.
Kind of just letting things go. Hakuna Matata, it's a real thing. Hamna Shida. Just take it easy. Don't stress so much. There's no need for it. Everybody here is pretty cool. The pace is easy. And it's about us just forgetting what we've learned in the West and readjusting and stuff. And once you kind of get that locked down, things can work well for you here, but when you start to fight the system, it's a problem for you. Nobody else is bothered. It's you that's going to get hot in the head. Don't bother. Chill out. It will happen. In Zanzibarian time.
Yeah, let's get back to patience. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like maybe give us
some examples?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you an example today. I don't have I've got 2 fridges. One works, one doesn't, and I'm waiting for the engineer to come. I've been waiting since Friday.
Oh my God.
And he's supposed to be coming.
Today is Sunday.
Yes. But what can I do? I can't stress about it. I know he's going to show up. But we just find alternatives, and it teaches you skills about yourself of keeping things cool, alternative ways. It's like that. You're just forced to do that. And yeah, it happens. We've had some power cuts here for a long time, 7 hours last week. That was a bit rough. But you just deal with it. You know, that's it, my darling. You learn about yourself and what you could do and what you're capable of. And that's it.
So Dada Femi has her roots in Jamaica and Guyana.
Yes.
both very beautiful places which I visited. Guyana I visited in 2012.
For that, I was so proud of you when you said you've been to Guyana. Nobody seems to go to Guyana. And you said you went and you loved it. I was like,
I loved
this girl is special.
It's one of my favorite places. I had an amazing experience in Guyana. I especially loved the food. And I was telling Femi that's what we need here. That's what is missing here, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm really struggling with the food here in Zanzibar. And so I always told you, remember?
Yes.
You have to open your restaurant. And that is what she did. So kudos to her. Tell us more about how this idea came up and how you were able to implement this idea.
Yeah, so what happened, I was cooking for people and they were really, really enjoying it. And to be fair, I did have a restaurant in the UK. I wasn't the chef, but I stepped in if I needed to. And I love good food, man. I'm a Guyanese Jamaican. We don't play it. We can't mess about. I reckon the ancestors would rise up and come and beat me if I'm not doing things properly. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, girl, yeah, we make sure we do it right. We rub up that meat, season up the meat. Oh, and the thing is with Zanzibar, all the spices are here, but they're not using it.
It makes absolutely no sense. So for those who don't know, Zanzibar is also called the Spice Island.
Yes.
Those colonizers used to come here to exploit the resources, which are mainly spices, cloves, curries, cardamom. But when it comes to their food,
it's lacking. It is lacking, my darling, and I don't understand it. I don't know if they're trying to please other people, but it's lacking. And
no, I don't think it's because of pleasing other people, because I've eaten even in local people's house, and I feel like it's
under season.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, sorry my Swahili lovely people, but boy, the palate is rich and we like a lot of flavor and some pili pili. Quite a bit.
That's for sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, miss.
Asante.
Karibuni.
Cheers, Dada.
Maisha matamu, my
Maisha
darling.
matamu na marefu.
Oh, sis.
This is the best punch on the entire island. No lie.
Asante.
Karibu. And you know what is the best part of this? Without a drop of alcohol.
You see?
Yeah.
Fun in a punch.
We're trying to stay halal here, right? As much as we can.
Yes. We are.
You know, this is the real life. The bodas are passing the road the entire time, and that is why the sound is horrible. And we will continue our video inside. So Dada, tell us, what are the main challenges of opening this restaurant here?
Well, I mean, this is a pop-up, so I've been kindly given this opportunity from my dadas, but I think they went through a bit to acquire this space. It's official, formal. We've got to do things properly here, which is a good thing, because, you know, if you turn it around, and if we're in Europe and in UK, there's a whole heap of hurdles to jump. You know, so it's the same, but just sort of cheaper and less red tape, I think. I think it's easier here.
And you were also previously running a restaurant in the UK, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you compare your experience of running a restaurant here versus running a restaurant in the UK, what is your learnings and your conclusion?
It's ridiculously expensive in the UK compared to here. Ridiculously, you pay for everything. Your rubbish collection, everything you pay for. You pay to park outside your restaurant. It's crazy. None of that here. None of that. None of that. There's other things to pay for, but it's minimal compared to the UK. So it's doable, more doable, more reachable, more achievable, and you just have to be brave and just go for it. Go for it. Don't let those things put you off.
Absolutely.
Africa is not for everybody. Let's not get it twisted.
Yes, yes.
Because you know the power cuts, the roads in places can be terrible on the side streets, and you know it's not always easy or smooth. But the thing is, it's kind of the lifestyle and how I feel outweighs all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm good.
And how is it with the staff? Was it easy for you to find professional staff? And how is the work mentality here on the island?
It's not easy, and lots of people have never worked. So it's new to them. So it's systems which are different and unusual to my people. But again, with love, I train firmly, but in a loving way, because I understand that maybe they've never worked before in their life. You know what I'm finding fascinating at the moment? People are struggling to put gloves on their hands, my Swahili people. This is a real thing, honestly, because they'll clean, using bleach with no gloves, all that kind of happens. And to see my people trying to put on a glove is just fascinating to me, because it's a struggle. And I'm like, take your time, look for the fun. It's like that. You've got to be quite literal in explaining and helping. Yeah, in a kind, loving way, not patronizing or anything like that. You know, I have a lot to learn from my people, which I'm open to. But at the same time, I have lots to share too. So it's a two-way road, and that's
Each
how
one
you need.
teach one.
100%, 100%. I'm into it, big time. So yeah.
That's the mindset we need, because I find that a lot of diasporas come here and they think they have understood everything and they know everything better, and they don't have any willingness to learn and to grow. And most of the time, these are the people who fail eventually.
Yes.
Particularly in Africa, because things just work differently here.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. And you just need to be open to that, the difference. Because for me, the difference is exciting. Because it is really different, you know. But that's great. You know.
Yes.
Loving it, sis.
What is your number one advice for diasporas who seek to start a new life on the continent and who want to start a business here? What would you suggest and recommend to them? Just in terms of getting started and getting out of their comfort zone.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, look at us. How do we look?
We are glowing.
Thank you very much. Of course we're glowing, because we're up to the Africans. You know, eating fresh food. A wedding celebration, maybe.
People are a whole vibe here. I really love it here.
Yeah.
People are so sweet and kind.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that you see people from all over the world here. We have a Serbian restaurant, you said, just opposite.
Yes.
But the funny thing is, they are living their best lives. It's only our people who are
questioning.
Yes.
Questioning.
Nobody's more scared of Africa than Africans.
Which is insane to me. Insane. But you know, guys, come on. Let's just come out the mental enslavement and come and see life, real life. You know, come and extend your life. You know what I'm saying? Because with all the freshness of the fruits and the food, you know, you smell the food and fruits before you cut it. You walk past the fruit stand, you smell it before you cut it. It is amazing. My senses are going crazy when I'm shopping. It's amazing. You're cutting the fruits, you're seeing the seeds. It's all natural. And you see things that you've never seen before. It's just fascinating, just eye-opening. And my heart's just singing on a daily basis when I'm on the buses and just travelling around. I'm just seeing smiling faces and children. No parents, you don't see the parents, but everybody knows who belongs to who.
Absolutely.
It's very magical. Very magical.
It takes a
And
whole
they're
village.
safe.
It takes a whole village to raise a child, they say, and you can really see that here on the road.
Definitely.
The children have so much respect for the elders. What really touched my heart was to see how you were able to bring your father here to this beautiful island in the Motherland, and the reception that this honorable man got. Tell us more about that. How did you manage to get him here after such a long time?
Well, my daddy is a Jamaican and been in the UK for a very, very long time, most of his life actually, and had never ever touched the continent of Africa. And I think he was nervous and just it was unfamiliar, and I think he was just like a little cautious, but his girl moved here, so he had to come. And he told me he's coming, and my dad is a man of his word, but for me he was taking too long. So after me whining and moaning and complaining, the ticket came in the WhatsApp messages.
2 years after you got here, right?
Yeah. And he said, I'm coming for a week. I was like, a week? But I was grateful. I said, thank you, the Almighty. And he came. And I made sure Daddy felt Africa when he arrived. I organised with my amazing choreographer friend, the choreographed a piece. So we were at the airport and there was a dance piece, we had music, we had a kanga runway for my dad, because a kanga is a traditional scarf that the ladies wear. We had that on the floor, we had palm leaf, banana leaves. We made like an arch for my father and my brother, and he was blown away. He had one punch in his hand on arrival, of course.
Wow.
And yeah, we entertained him, and he had the arrival of his life. He couldn't believe it.
This is the welcoming party.
Very much so.
Asante! Asante! Daddy, me I want to back.
And I did get some heat from the authorities. That means they're Jamaican. And Jamaicans have to be rude with their sometimes. So we just spoke to them nicely, politely, calmly, and just explained it was a very special guest, VIP, arriving in your beautiful country. And if you could just please let us do what we need to do. And they obliged us. So it was magical. It was magical, my darling.
And you
Yeah.
can be really, really proud of yourself, because
you.
that is really a big, big gift that you gave to your father.
It's everything to me, my darling. It's everything I wanted. Everybody that knows me just knows that I was willing my daddy to come here and see what I see with my eyes. I wanted that for him, and he gets it, and he saw it, and he's back. He's coming back next year. Inshallah, he's coming.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Can't wait to meet him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna love him. Everybody loves my daddy. He's very, very charismatic, entertaining,
And very
sincere.
handsome too. Sorry, I got to mention that.
Yeah, I know. Everybody says it. It is what it is, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a brilliant, brilliant man. Yeah, and just thank
And he
you
must
to
be
my...
proud of you too, right?
Yes, he is. He is. I mean, who does this? What child does this? Just goes on holiday and doesn't come back. Who does that?
Imagine, you did the right thing. And look,
100%.
today we are here, living our best life,
Yes.
glowing under the African sun,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Karibu brothers
Looking
and
good,
sisters.
feeling healthy, and just enjoying life, and spirit is in a good place.
Absolutely.
Oh, Dada.
Yeah, I feel also when I came here for the first time, I felt the warmth and the love of the people, and it was really like so healing, especially coming at a time. I mean, we came at the same time. Remember?
Yes.
It was one of the worst times that you could have lived in Europe under lockdown, and people were getting depressed. Even me, I was depressed due to the genocidal war that was happening in Ethiopia during that time. And I was trying to get my mom here, and I had to really convince her. It took me so much effort to finally get her here, and to see how she blossomed up here and how she found her joy in the midst of pain and sorrow. Zanzibar, thank you so much for all you do for your brothers and sisters out there. It's a really welcoming country.
Yes, it is.
There is a big black diaspora community here, from the States, from UK, from the Caribbean. And tell me, how is it? Do you connect with each other? Do you support each other?
Yeah, we really do. I think here we're living how we used to live back in the days, whereby we do support each other very much. Whoever's selling the ice cream, we go and buy. Who's ever doing fashion, we go. Who's doing an event, we go. It's really beautiful to see the unity. And I think it's because we're all kind of of a similar mindset. We've come here to get away, and we kind of think in similar ways, and I think that brings us together, and it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really
So
really
beautiful.
wonderful. Yeah, man.
So tell us, how can people find you when they come to Zanzibar?
Okay, so my Instagrams, I have a few. So one is Femi's_Vibe Boutique. So that's my fashion. I do a lot of people like what I wear, so I'm like, okay, that's nice. So I provide really nice original fashion items.
And you also ship to the UK, right?
I do. I ship everywhere. Wherever you want me to send stuff, you see it, you like it, I send it to you, no problem. And the shipping, the postage service is fabulous in Zanzibar. Zanzibar poster, big up yourself, brilliant. 8 days from here to the UK, 8 working days, and it reached intact safely. I'm very, very impressed.
So check out that IG channel. But the fashion business is not the only business you run, right? What are the other ones?
Okay.
Tell us more.
So we do the cooking, of course, we're here. So this is jerk work and feathers, and I'm online for that one.
In Paje?
Yes,
East Coast?
absolutely. Yes, and that's Jamaican Caribbean cuisine at its finest.
And you also do a catering service, right? You
Yes, we
deliver
do.
as well. If somebody doesn't have the time to get to Paje,
Yeah. We've got bikes that can put the food, I can put foods on bike for you and they can deliver straight to your door, no problem. Just give me a call, you can easily pester me the money, not a problem, or give it to the rider, he'll bring it back to me, that's not a problem. So we do deliveries also. I also have a cleaning company, we clean people's houses, but I'm really getting into the industrial cleaning. So if you need us to like clean up the broken down house, office space, rubbish clearance, we are seriously into that.
on a side note, Femi was really helpful. As you know, I'm running an Airbnb business here, and the cleaners here, they don't see what we see, and they don't have the same standard of hygiene. So I hired Femi several times to come and supervise my cleaners. So her company was a real blessing to me and really helped me out to improve my ratings, to make my house spotlessly clean, and the guests are recognizing that.
Great.
Thanks for that.
Pleasure, my absolute pleasure. So that company's called Dada Femi Cleaners, and I'm very fussy and very particular about how we clean and how we do things. Neat folding of towels, you know, we clean out the bins, we do it like that. That's how I like it. So I'm just imparting everything that I know and like to my team, and that's it. But yeah, I like to be the eyes and ears for people that are not here in the country, but they have their rentable businesses here. We can do that for you, no problem.
And it's so important to have somebody who understands the business, who understands the needs of the customers, who are mainly from abroad, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the standard that's required, to be honest, you know, these are international travelers and they expect things to be done a certain way. That's just how it is. And we get that, we understand that, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy and blessed to have met you. You know, it feels like sometimes it's very difficult to leave family and friends behind, but then you find new family here, and I'm really grateful for that. And
Yes.
I can't wait to grow together with you guys.
Definitely.
You know, we all support each other, we learn from each other, and
Yes, my Dada. It's a privilege and an honour to know you, and it's just, I'm so incredibly proud of you, your beautiful children, your mummy. I love you all from my heart, you know that. So yeah, just keep shining, blossoming in this incredible arena and channel that you've created. It is fantastic. So just keep going, girl.
Thank
I'm
you.
shouting and screaming for you.
Thank
Yay!
don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and let us know in the comments what you think. If you have ever been to Zanzibar, if you consider to start a business here. And yeah, Dada Femi, thank you so much for the interview.
Much love.
Wow. So we are going to enjoy our halal rum punch now. And maisha matamu. Thank you, fam. See you next week. Bye. Usiku mwema.
Usiku mwema.